The first two regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're on 9? This is taken at his 4. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, Echo.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Okay, double.
Go. Now.
On first down, Kenny. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Leo.
He's checking crack.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Kenny. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Alert flare.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stop here, D. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Just like that. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Cut out.
To throw on 2nd down, Kenny. This is caught. Watkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Colts, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
You ready?
93's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Back. Undercrunch. Shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Go.
Use you. Comes to me, it's me.
Fight.
And they will run it with Michel into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Ready,
Another
break.
shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I got you.
General West.
Check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 37. Check.
Let go.
Michel going to try again, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh. Gone.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Look at me. Zip it now.
The first carry for Josh Adams. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
X3. 218. Chop.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 3. Slam.
80 weapon. Shoot.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 25-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check
Sam off.
Joker. Watch out.
Yes.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
From the gun, Kenny. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Jets offense
And
coming up
Russo.
now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
You
happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Yep. 10. Right up.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Adams. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Target.
Check.
2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. Complete to Sammy Watkins. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the
60
eye.
outlaw.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
6-6. Pull it high.
3 down.
Hey.
Switch. Check 52.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Deuce. You go tight. You got tight.
Protein spill. Bravo. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kenny. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of... analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we yardage in a game, that's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Check.
After the penalty, it's Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw. Moore. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kenny. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Team 6. Team 6.
93's the mic. Curry. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Go, go, go.
Hey, high 7.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Topper, topper.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Hey, orbit.
Save.
Blue draw corkers. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Kenny, that's to his running back, Sony Michel. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
At the 11-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Bell. And he's got Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even. Check, 93's the mic. 93.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
On the ready.
93's the mic. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On first down, Kenny. That one into the hands of Kane. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, ready. 90 Wolf.
All day.
Right on.
On first down, Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Shift, shift. Slam, slam. Shift, shift.
General West.
Shift.
Now.
Motion. Motion.
Five.
And it's Michelle once again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Check 4, check 4.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 13, check 13.
Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go.
Motion to the backfield.
Say go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw on 3rd down. Moore. Well, he's got a noon one. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st down, this is Adams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. They'll run again with Adams. A strong running. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Moore letting one go deep for a noon walk. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready?
93's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Deep grip.
On 1st and 10, Kenny. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 10 logo.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Five.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check right. Out.
Protein spill.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Hey, Delta.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go.
Right.
Throwing on first down. Kenny. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Throwing again. Kenny. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hard. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha. Go. Check, go.
From the gun, Kenny. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Go.
Waiting from the gun. Moore. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking to throw on second down. Moore. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Moore. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 93.
Get it.
On first down, Kenny. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there. And now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Moore. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. And let's pin him in.
On 4th down, Moore. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Moore. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Kenny. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go, D. All day.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Kenny, over the middle, complete. It's Kane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
61, matchbox lights. Yes, yes. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll run it with Mack into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Moore. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And it was the Redskins that came away big there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense